Hi, everybody. Good Tuesday evening to you, and welcome to peaceful, bucolic Pheasant Creek in Sugar Land, Texas. This is Vype, FortBend.com, here to bring you Fort Bend ISD Softball, District 26A. As the second-place team in District 26A, the Ridgepoint Panther girls are taking on the upset-minded Austin Lady Bulldogs. I'm Roger Smith, glad to have you with us, and our coverage of Vype, FortBend.com broadcasts of softball from Fort Bend County are brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By First Tire and Auto, 4 great Fort Bend County locations where you can get the best prices on tires, you can get great service, you can get anything your vehicle needs to run at its very best. All 4 locations open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, open since 1956 and ready to serve you. Archer Volkswagen is on Highway 59, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. You will feel like family at Archer Volkswagen. And by the Needville Insurance Agency. Put hundreds, if not thousands of dollars back in your pocket each year when Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency team shop all those insurance carriers and they find the very lowest premium for you. You don't even have to leave your house. Call Bradley Stavanaugh and he'll save you money on that car insurance or your home insurance or both. 979-793-7411 is their number, or you can go on to needvilleinsurance.com, where we're going to meet a new friend, but she's not brand new here at Austin. She's been coaching all season. She is the new head coach of the Austin Lady Bulldogs, Danny Teft, and we will visit with her on the Batter Up Show when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig Internet and XFi Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
Welcome, everybody, to bucolic, peaceful Pheasant Creek as the Austin Bulldogs are taking on Ridgepoint in softball. Looks like we have good weather for this one, and it's our first chance ever to talk to Danny Teft, first-year head coach of the Austin Lady Bulldogs. First of all, thank you very much for joining us, and tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is, like you said, my first year at Austin High School as the head coach, and my first year as a head coach at all. Previously to this, I was in KDISD at Morton Ranch High School, and before that, I was in Corpus Christi, where I also went to school and played college softball at A&M Corpus Christi, and I am Sugar Land homegrown. I went to school right up the road at Kempner High School.
Well, we're very happy to have you here, and I know that any coach who's worth his or her salt believes you can win any game, and I know you don't ever want to take a loss as a victory, a moral victory, but I have to say the fact that you held Travis to 4 runs on Friday night is pretty impressive because I've seen Travis play. What was the takeaway for you and your team after the game against Travis Friday?
I was extremely proud of the girls and the way that they played defensively. We moved a few girls around. There were several girls in positions they hadn't played all season, so they handled adversity well in that sense. And one thing I told them before the game was, of course, the goal is to win, but to compete. Don't go into it saying Travis is undefeated, Travis is the best team in our district, we can't do it. And they showed up and they competed, so I was extremely proud of the way they played.
All right, talk about the girl that you will have inside the pitcher's circle, and you've had her in there for every game except one as a starter, right?
Yes, Zoe Zamora is our pitcher, and I have put a lot of pressure on her, but I don't think I've put more pressure on her than she's put on herself. Being our only pitcher that has pitched in the past, gets pitching lessons, it's really tough, and she's handled adversity and a not so ideal situation extremely well. She started out the season, we all started out the season a little bit rough, but she has done a lot better. And again, she held Travis to only 4 runs, and they're probably the best hitting team in our district.
We're talking with Danny Teft, sorry about that, the head coach of the Austin Lady Bulldogs. And does Zoe Zamora have a nickname? Because if she doesn't, I have a great idea.
We call her Zoe. That's it.
All right. Well, I'm pure Texas. She should be ZZ Top.
Okay, ZZ Top it is.
And then you're probably so young you don't even know who ZZ Top is. But chances are, if they play music between innings, at some point they'll play a ZZ Top song, I'll bet. In fact, who do I talk to about that?
Mrs. Driscoll. She's our lady that stays in the press box.
Okay, very well. Now, there was one other question that I was going to ask you, and that is, being a first-year head coach, did you ever get the feeling that maybe they kind of arranged the schedule and said, let's give Coach Teft and the Bulldogs Travis and Ridge Point consecutively? That's pretty brutal. They're 2 tough teams to play. Was there anything like that when you were saying, how did the schedule get made this way?
Yes. When I looked at the schedule that was sent out, I think it got sent out in December, and I saw we started with Travis and Ridge Point. It made me nervous, but not defeated at all because, again, the girls handle adversity well and get the tough guys out of the way first.
And the good news is in softball, you have a pitcher. She can throw 100 pitches on Friday night, which is exactly how many Zoe threw on Friday, and she could do the same here tonight and be none the worse for wear, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to tell our listeners before we get this game going between your ball club and Ridge Point? Anything else?
Go Bulldogs.
That's what I thought you would say.
Ask it again.
You mean we have to do this whole thing over?
No, okay.
Okay.
That's
See, that's the beauty of plausibly live radio. All right. Thank you very much, Danny Teft. And I didn't see anything wrong with that answer. I think that was just fine. So I hope you won't hesitate the next time I ask to interview you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck tonight against Ridge Point. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com with the starting lineups.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
All right, we're just about ready to get going here, and we'll start off by giving you the starting lineups for the Ridge Point Panthers, the visiting team tonight. Jade Uresti at second base, bat first. Batting second, it's Belen Simmons at shortstop, Grace Yannick at third base. Batting cleanup, Reagan Green playing first base. Batting fifth for Ridge Point, it's the catcher, Braylon Daniels. Riley Shipp is in left field, and she bats sixth. Batting seventh, it's the starting pitcher, Bailey Gray. Blaine Simmons is in right field, and Callie Mays is in center field for Ridge Point. For the Austin Lady Bulldogs, it's Sophia Lundstrom at shortstop leading off. Olivia Driscoll in left field batting second. Trishelle Esquivel is at third base and bats third. Batting cleanup, it's the center fielder, Elisa Carter. Zoe Zamora on the mound for the Lady Bulldogs. Ashley Cook in right field and batting sixth. Batting seventh, it's Charlotte O'Callahan, the catcher. Amira Marfani, the freshman, is at second base and batting eighth. And batting ninth, it is the first base player, Autumn Rogers. We'll step aside one more time and be back with the first pitch. Ridge Point and Austin after this on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
I'll never forget the day I decided to go out for the football team. Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Bulldog Baseball against Travis. VypeFortBend.com is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports.
I want to thank the mom of Olivia Driscoll, the starting left fielder for the Austin Lady Bulldogs, for letting everybody here at the ballpark know that we are live and on your VypeFortBend.com podcast. Now everybody's going to stand up and we'll have the Star Spangled Banner, or will we? Actually, we're going to have the introduction of the players first. And this will be a good opportunity for me to tell you that we have a full week of coverage on VypeFortBend.com starting tomorrow night. Yes, Wednesday night baseball. It's a little bit unusual as we'll have the Travis Tigers, only once beaten in District 26A play, taking on the Ridge Point Panthers, who are 7-0 in league games. Or is it 6-0? Well, it's something and 0. That's really what matters. And then on Friday night, right here at Austin on the baseball field, we'll have the Bulldogs hosting the Travis Tigers. And then on Saturday at noon, we'll have Kempner taking on Foster. They're introducing the Ridgepoint players.
For your Lady Bulldogs.
And now they'll
Tonight's
introduce the
subs
Lady Bulldogs, and I know we have an
9,
enthusiastic
senior
crowd on hand.
Mia Martinez.
We have the upset-minded Austin
Number
Lady
15,
Bulldogs. They've only
senior
won 3 games on their schedule this year,
Lamb.
but this is one of those games where they've really been looking ahead to it. They've been playing better and better baseball, and softball. And as we mentioned during the Batter Up show, they came within 4-0 of Travis, and Travis has just been crushing everything in its path.
Number 19, Olivia Driscoll.
And there you go, mom introducing daughter. It's a beautiful thing. Danny Teft, she is the brand new head coach of the Austin Lady Bulldogs, and even more recently, she's married. So congratulations to Danny Teft. Pretty soon, we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner, and we'll bring it to you here from peaceful bucolic Pheasant Creek.
And playing right field, junior number 2, Ashley Cook.
Charlotte O'Callahan is going to be the catcher. She was out here working very late into the afternoon last night, as well as Alyssa Carter, the center fielder. And they've been doing extra things to get ready for this one. They just have to hope that Zoe Zamora, their pitcher, if she is just as sharp as she was on Friday night, I think that Austin can hang in there. And, you know, you get deeper into this game, maybe a couple of innings in, and you're not more than 2 runs down, you start to believe and maybe something special could happen right here in Pheasant Creek. And now, from Pheasant Creek, it's our Star Spangled Banner.
For the playing of our national anthem.
All right, here we go. The defense for the Austin Lady Bulldogs, Zoe Zamora in the pitcher's circle. Charlotte O'Callahan catching at first base. She has started all but one of the Lady Bulldogs games. She had a perfect game against Bush, 8 strikeouts in the game against Clements, and on Friday night held Travis to 4 runs. So we'll see what she can do with this Ridgepoint lineup that's pretty potent. Jade Uresti will lead off for the Panthers. They're wearing the purple pants and jerseys. They've got the white sleeves. white batting helmets and the white socks with thin purple stripes. And now there's a little bit of a discussion, I think, as the home plate umpire has asked somebody on the Austin team to remove something. Evidently no big deal, because we're going to start this game.
Batting first for the Lady Panthers, number 15,
Right-hander Zoe Zamora, whose nickname is not ZZ Top, but it should be. And I'm officially starting a campaign tonight. Let's go and play ball right here. Got kind of a cloudy sky overhead, so there's sun, diffused sun peeking through the wall of clouds, but it's very, very comfortable. In fact, it's a nice warm day. Left-handed hitting Jade Uresti. There's a delay of some kind. You know, one of the assistant coaches for Austin is out in left field, and there's something that Olivia Driscoll is wearing, some kind of accessory, and she has to take that off, so the coach comes and gets it, and now we are ready to play, now that we have no offensive jewelry on the diamond. Jade Uresti, the left-handed swinger, taking some of those right-hand only practice swings. Austin wearing the white home pants and the red jersey tops with black letters and numerals outlined in white. Zoe Zamora's first pitch is high for a ball to Jade Uresti. Zamora takes a look at her left wrist. Has the call. Now Roxanne brings it home. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Austin has this ball field that was added at a time when, well, I'll explain in a moment. It takes a minute or two to explain. Uresti ready for the 1-1. Change up is high. So we have the hard scrabble streets of Siena, from which the Ridge Point girls come, and then you've got the peaceful bucolic Pheasant Creek. That pitch is high again, and it's 3-1 on Uresti, who's a pretty good base stealer. And a lot of you know this. I don't want to insult your intelligence, but for people that are not quite as familiar with softball, you can't lead off. You have to wait until the ball crosses home plate. There's a strike to make the count 3-2. A lot of enthusiasm from both sides. Zamora takes a big deep breath, steps up and brings the 3-2, and that is lined into left field, and it'll bounce once in front of Olivia Driscoll. She picks it up and throws it to her cutoff player. That's the shortstop, Sophia Lundstrom. Ridge Point gets the first batter on, and now it's Malin Simmons.
Up next, number 2, Malin Simmons.
You always have to be ready for Jade Uresti to try and steal a base. Simmons, also a left-handed hitter, but with a little more closed stance. Holds the bat high behind her head. Zamora brings it. Bunted back toward the mound. Zamora throws to first base in time. Covering is the second base player, Amira Marfani. And that gets Uresti over to second base. Sacrifice bunt goes 1-4. One away, and now Grace Yannick. Got to watch out. She's got home run power. I didn't get fresh stats on the Panthers, but I think that she has at least 7 home runs. Here's the first pitch. Change up way high. Return throw gets over Zamora's head, but picked up quickly by Marfani. So no advancement by Uresti, who's running off of second. Yannick is near the front of the batter's box and kind of wiggling forward a little bit more and more toward right on the front of the batter's box. Here comes the 1-0. That's a little bit high. Now I have to remind myself what it was I was going to fill you in on for those who are kind of newer to softball. Can't remember what it was, though. Here's a pitch right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 on Grace Yannick. A 4-year varsity starter. Wiggles the back foot, digs in. Zamora looking over at her coaches before she steps on to the slab. Roxanne fires. That is a high fly ball to Carter going back towards center field. She's got it. Uresti tags from second and advances to third. Little bit of a scare for Austin fans, but Yannick got under that ball just a little bit. But now, speaking of powerful hitters, Reagan Green, certainly home run capable, stands in. Zamora takes a look at the wrist again. It would be a big psychological lift for these Austin Lady Bulldogs if they could hold Ridgepoint scoreless. But so much for that. Dinked into center field, a single for Reagan Green, and it brings home Jade Uresti, and the score is now 1-0.
Up next, number 13, Braylon Daniels.
Second hit of the inning for the Ridgepoint Panther girls, and now Braylon Daniels, their catcher. Right-handed hitter, and like Yannick, she stands fairly close to the front of the box. Zamora brings it, and that is lined towards center field. Carter. Oh, my! Alyssa Carter was doing extra work yesterday afternoon, and maybe that's why she did it. That retires the side. Ridgepoint with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. Ridgepoint 1 and Austin coming to bat.
I got the new dance for y'all called.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Left-handed hitting, Sophia Lundstrom will lead off for the Austin Lady Bulldogs. And the first pitch from Bailey Gray is a worm burner, and it comes in on a couple of hops and goes all the way to the backstop. Lundstrom, first in runs scored on the Austin team with 23, and in stolen bases she is 14 for 14. Third in batting average on the club with 455. Swings at the second one a little bit late and fouls it out of play to our left. Sophia, just a freshman and a prize player. She may be the one that Coach Danny Teft builds around for the next 3 years. Here's the next pitch. That bounces in. Looks like maybe Bailey Gray is pitching her a little bit carefully. 2-1 the count. Lundstrom ready. Here's the pitch. And she fouls it off to the left again. For Ridge Point, Braylon Daniels is the catcher. Reagan Green at first. Jade Uresti at second. Malin Simmons at shortstop. Grace Yannick at third. In the outfield, left to right, Riley Shipp, Callie Mays, and Blaine Simmons. 2-2 the count on Lundstrom. Here it comes. And it bounces in. The count goes full. Nice warm day. Nobody's wearing a jacket. That is refreshing. Here comes the 3-2, and it's a ground ball back through the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Sophia Lundstrom starts it off the right way for the Austin Lady Bulldogs, and we'll see if she tries to steal her 15th base of the season. Olivia Driscoll now leads the team in walks with 12. She's got a .354 batting average and an on-base percentage of .492. So she plays These Boots Are Made for Walking for her walk-up song, and old school Sophia Lundstrom with The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Squaring around to bunt, but left it alone, and I believe the pitch was called a strike. Not sure. If it was kind of generous because it was a little bit below her knees. Bailey Gray visualizing, now steps forward and brings the pitch. Squared around to bunt, but took one outside. And according to the scoreboard, it is 2-0. We'll see if the umpire holds up her fingers to let us know one way or the other. It is 2-0. Thank you. She did that. Driscoll ready. And gets a piece of it on the bunt attempt, but fouls it straight back. And it bounced off of the catcher, Braylon Daniels. I think I see Braylon's little brother being led to the restroom. Hopefully they'll be back before she bats. Here's the 2-1, and it is bunted toward first. Reagan Green turns around and throws it to Uresti covering. And the sacrifice bunt works, and it moves Lundstrom over to second.
Next up for your Lady Bulldogs, number 4, Trisha Esquivel.
And that went 1-4, just like it did in the top of the first when Ridge Point laid down a successful sacrifice bunt. Trishelle Esquivel, the third base player. She's got some good numbers. First pitch, takes it in there for a strike. Esquivel tops on the team in batting average with a .527 mark. She was 1 for 3 Friday against Travis. Second pitch is just below the knees and the count's even 1-1. I know you're dying to know what the temperature is here, so I'm going to get that for you in a moment. 1-0 Ridge Point, but Austin has a runner in scoring position. There's a soft line drive toward center field. Callie Mays plays it on a hop, and that moves Lundstrom to third base. 2 hits in the innings for the Lady Bulldogs. So that .527 average for Esquivel just gets a little bit better. And now Alyssa Carter. She leads an on-base percentage for Austin, .590. She has RBIs. She leads the team in that category with 20. She's second behind Esquivel in batting average with a .490 mark. She's got 3 home runs. First pitch is a ball, and Austin steals a base as Esquivel goes to second with no throw. Carter was 2 for 3, had 2 out of the team's 3 hits against Travis. Open stance from the right-handed box. 0-1 the count. And there's a soft ground ball toward Uresti at second. She plays it to first, but Austin gets a run out of it as Lundstrom comes home, and Esquivel moves over to third. So an out by Carter, but a productive one. Two away and a runner at second. Now Zoe Zamora could put herself on top. You know, the pitcher want to be in line for the victory. Here's a pitch down low for a ball. Right-handed batter with a stance neither open nor closed, kind of midway in the box, neither deep nor shallow, and that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Here it comes, downstairs for a ball. .84 degrees in Sugar Land. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is lined but foul on the right side. And you can tell that Bailey Gray's pitches have a lot of velocity because right-handers are spraying it over on the first base side and the lefties are hitting it to the left. Two outs, and Austin in the bottom of the first has tied it 1-1 with Ridgepoint and looking to go out on top. Runner at third, that's Esquivel, a swing and a foul back into the screen. There's a big tree in right field that kind of looks like it is hanging over the field a little bit, and it is, but a home run would have to be hit at a tremendous trajectory to be affected by that tree. There is a called strike three. Bailey Gray gets out of it. She gives up one run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. That was exactly what I said after the top of the first. And our score is tied. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. Ridgepoint 1 and Austin 1.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Riley Shipp leads off for Ridgepoint in the top of the second in a 1-1 game and takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Riley Shipp is a commit for Laterno University in Longview. Wide open stance from the left side. Second pitch bounces in and it's 2-0. By the way, I wonder if Riley is related to former UNLV men's basketball coach Jerry Tarkanian because she bites her jersey as she waits for the pitch. She pulls the collar up between her clenched teeth, and here comes the pitch by Zamora, and that is lined into left field for a base hit. Off the glove of shortstop Sophia Lundstrom, but I don't want to leave you with the impression that she should have made the play. She's very athletically gifted, and that's why she was even able to touch that ball with her glove. Third hit for Ridgepoint. Riley Shipp is on, and now it's Bailey Gray, the pitcher, hitting for herself. And Charlotte O'Callahan, the catcher for Austin, goes out to talk to Zoe Zamora. I have a request in for Ms. Driscoll, who runs the music from the press box here at Austin, and I want to hear at least one ZZ Top song. I prefer that it be Give Me All Your Lovin'. Bailey Gray close to the front of the batter's box. Number 7 leaves that first pitch alone, and Ship threatened to go but went back. Zamora takes another look at her wrist, knows what pitch to throw, and here it comes. Popped in the air, foul back behind the Ridge Point dugout on the first base side. Blaine Simmons waiting to bat second, or batting next, rather. It's Gray batting second in the inning. Ship is already on. Zamora wants a new softball, switches it out. I guess that's okay. I've never seen that done in a baseball game. Zamora taking her time. Now she steps up. Gray ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. It's got a lot of spin on it. And it goes out of O'Callahan's mitt. The throw to second is not in time. You know, I think that's a shame. Maybe if Charlotte had left that alone, it might have spun back out of fair territory and been just a foul ball. Well, you got to give a single to Bailey Gray on that. So now there are runners at first and second with nobody out, and now Blaine Simmons. And we have a courtesy runner for Ridge Point. And I got to be sure about who it is. I don't want to give you any wrong information. It is Kyla Correa running at first base. There's a pop-up, and it's caught by O'Callahan. That one didn't get a lot of air under it, so Charlotte very quick to get under it. So score that PU2, a pop-up to the catcher, and that's the first out. Now the number 9 hitter, Callie Mays. Lefty hitter. Zamora trying to work out of some trouble here in the top of the second. First pitch, and it gets under O'Callahan, and the runners are going to move up. Correa to second, and Riley Ship to third. A cloudy but very comfortable day, and the wind is not bothering us, although I understand that heavy wind is in the forecast for tomorrow when we bring you the game between Ridge Point and Travis. Baseball. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, Mays takes it, and it's high, 2-0. Callie wears a glove on the right hand, but not on the left hand as she swings from the left-handed box. Pitch on the way. And that's a fly ball toward left field. Coming in, great catch, Olivia Driscoll. Goes back to second, double play! They double off Kyla Correa. And that is how the top of the second ends. We're still tied 1-1, Ridge Point and Austin.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Tonight's exclusive VypeFortBend.com broadcast of Fort Bend ISD softball is brought to you by Xfinity the future of awesome. Also, First Tire and Automotive, Archer Volkswagen, and the Needville Insurance Agency. Ashley Cook leads it off for the Bulldogs. First pitch to her is in there for a strike. Ashley near the front of the right box. Here it comes. Swings and fouls it straight back, and she's down 0-2 to Bailey Gray. I don't know where the Ashley is coming from. Probably the Austin dugout, but it's going to stop right there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One away. She'll be back. Don't worry. Now, Charlotte O'Callahan, the catcher, is in the order, but we're going to have Jenna Strong, sophomore, the designated player, batting in place of Charlotte. And the first pitch to her is high. I want to thank Jenna for helping me get the lineup straight before the ball game began. Just a sophomore, and she's very close to the front of the right-handed box. Swings and misses. Now the count 1-1. Steps out, visualizes, takes a couple of those slow swings. 1-1 on the way, swings and misses, and hopefully she's getting her timing down. But Gray is throwing smoke. You don't look at Gray as a physically imposing pitcher, but she can bring it. Here comes the 1-2. And a check swing, and down she goes. Second strikeout of the inning, and the second of the game for Bailey Gray. All right, I'm a little messed up here because I never got the official lineup, but Charlotte O'Callahan is batting for herself. So I think that maybe, hold on a second. First pitch is a strike to O'Callahan. So it was Jenna Strong batting, possibly in place of Amira Marfani, not sure. Pitch is low. Hopefully we'll be able to get that straightened out. Although that's tough to do once the game gets started. It's kind of like closing the hatch on an Apollo mission. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball down the right field line, twisting into foul territory. That makes it 1-2 on Charlotte O'Callahan. Drew a pair of walks on Friday against Travis. She's just a sophomore. Austin with some great young talent. It's going to be around for 2 more seasons, and in a couple of cases, 3 more seasons, but hold on. Little delay there. Now Gray is ready to pitch. That is downstairs, and it's 2-2. O'Callahan ready. 2 outs, bases empty. There's a ground ball up the middle. Malin Simmons gobbles it up and throws her out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bailey Gray and the Ridgepoint Panthers. It is still 1-1 here at Austin, and Ridgepoint will be coming to bat in the top of the third when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, OfficeMax, and OfficeDepot.com.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. They take care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. Jade Uresti to lead it off for Ridgepoint. Takes the first pitch down and away for a ball. When you get a chance, go to that Office Depot store, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, and tell them that you appreciate their assistance with us bringing you all these great ball games. We've had over 100 event broadcasts this year. High fly ball to left field. Driscoll coming over, but it's the third base player, Trigel Escrivel, going out, and she makes the play. Correction, it wasn't even her either. It was the shortstop, Sophia Lundstrom. She's all over the place. One out for Malin Simmons. Put down a sacrifice bunt the first time. Malin's ready. Here's the pitch. Swung a little bit late and lands right on top of a sand pile on the left side. Speaking of sand piles or holes with sand in them, I'm really looking forward to the Masters, especially if Tiger Woods plays. Let's face it, he moves the needle. I hope he can play. Pitch to Simmons, and she fouls another one back, and it almost took out a couple of Bulldog fans. They're laughing about it in the stands, but meanwhile, in the batter's box, Malin Simmons looking pretty serious. She kind of twists the bat around, makes a couple of rotations, grips it again, and she's ready for the 0-2. Base is empty, one out. Change up, swung just kind of a spoil swing and sends it over out of play on the left. Steps out and takes a really hard practice swing. Now she's back in there. Zoe Zamora ready, rocks and fires the 0-2. Just missed the outside corner. The Dog fans thought that she had it, but no. Want to thank my producer, Rosie Vega, in the mothership, world headquarters of Vype, making sure that everything is as it should be. Here's the 1-2, another changeup, and that's a called strike 3.
Good, Tori.
First strikeout for Zoe Zamora. 2 outs, and the bases are empty for Grace Yannick, which is, if you're the opposing team, you want to see Grace Yannick coming up there with nobody on. She was the KPRC Local 2 Athlete of the Week last week. That one got away from Zoe Zamora, kind of flew over everybody. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you about. You know, Austin was established as a school before softball was a UIL sport. And some of you kind of know where I'm going with this. Here's the 1-0. Strike, 1-1. So Austin really didn't buy enough land for this school to have a softball field, so they kind of had to shoehorn this little tract of land. They might have even had to buy a little acreage from the neighbors, not sure. Pop up on the infield. Second place player, Amira Marfani. She made the catch, and as a freshman should say, she says to Lundstrom, "I'm sorry." And Lundstrom says, no, I'm sorry. It was your play. All right, so everybody's happy. No arguments. Ridgepoint's about to take the field, but just to make sure that I was clear on that story, it's very interesting when you come to a softball game at Austin because you either have to walk a long way from the parking lot to the ball field, or you have to kind of cheat and drive on grass along a fence, especially if you're carrying equipment to broadcast the game. And I'm not admitting to that, although I probably should. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. We go to the bottom of the third. Ridgepoint 1 and Austin 1.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Okay, here we go with Austin in the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game with Ridge Point, and the first hitter is Amira Marfani, the freshman, playing second base. All right, I had to get my scorebook straight. Now, swing and a miss, and I think the count is 1-1. Marfani steps out for a freshman. She still knows how to kind of play the game. It is a 1-1 count. Swings and fouls it off the chain link backstop. By the way, I had requested ZZ Top, Give Me All Your Lovin', in honor of Zoe Zamora, you know, ZZ Top. And they played about 3 seconds of it and had to turn it off. They got to do it next inning. There's a called strike 3. And down goes the freshman, Amira Marfani. Sorry. No relation to the legendary female sportscaster Anita Martini. And her name isn't Martini. I'm just being silly. Okay, back to the top of the order. Sophia Lundstrom got a base hit in the first and came around to score the first Bulldog run. 1 out, bases empty. Looks at the first pitch, up and away for a ball. Bailey Gray taking her time between pitches. Roxanne fires. Nice swing, a nice short stroke, but fouled back into the backstop. Sophia Lundstrom likes to, well, it's, even though we have clouds, I'm going to say sun's out, guns out. She pulls up that right sleeve to show everybody what she's been doing in the weight room. Looks a little bit stiff, a little uncomfortable after that last swing. Now there's a bunt toward third, and a throw draws the first base player off the bag because that first base player, Jade Uresti, was covering, and she's not very tall. So I think maybe we ought to give a throwing error on that one. So now you got Lundstrom on base with 1 out. Remember, she's 14 for 14 in stolen bases. First pitch to Driscoll, swung on and missed. She might have chased one a little bit down in the zone. Olivia digs in. Bailey Gray brings the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and a stolen base. There goes Lundstrom into second with no throw from the catcher, Braylon Daniels of Ridge Point. And the table is set for Driscoll with 1 out, but she's down 0-2. Gray is ready. Swing and a foul sliced out of play on the right side. Almost got Ashley Cook's mom. Fortunately, she had her head up, not walking and, looking at her phone screen. Okay, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Driscoll, soft ground ball up the middle, underneath Simmons' glove, into center field. Callie Mays the throw. It's off target. Austin scores, and on the throw home, Driscoll moves into second.
Now batting, number 4, Trisha Lescaville.
And like a play that we had earlier in this game, I don't want to leave you with the impression that it was an error by Malin Simmons. She almost made the play. She was kind of lunging for it, but the ball had eyes. So after a 1-2-3 inning in the second, here in the third, Austin strikes for the go-ahead run. And now Trishelle Esquivel, first pitch taking and strike at the knees. Alert base running by Driscoll. As the throw came home, she advanced from first to second, so she's in scoring position. Esquivel ready, swings, and foul tips it back. She singled, stole second, and got all the way to third, but the Dogs could not bring her home in the first. Austin has taken the lead on Ridgepoint, 2-1, bottom of the third, pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch, and it's a slow roller back to Gray. She throws to first for the out, and over to the third goes Driscoll. So score that, 1-3, 2 away. Now Alyssa Carter steps up. Here's the pitch. Downstairs. And I saw the home plate umpire, she kind of hopped out of the way because she thought there was a possibility that ball could have rolled through the feet of Braylon Daniels. But Braylon stopped it like a goalie, blocking the 5-hole on the ice. And there's a ground ball, one hopper right back to Gray. She throws to first in time, and that will retire the side. We're done with 3 innings. The Dogs strike for 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
So for the first time today, Ridgepoint finds itself trailing. Zoe ZZ Top Zamora on the pitcher's circle. And she works to Reagan Green. Green 1 for 1 with a first inning single. Change up, swung on and missed. Ooh. She really fooled her there. The swing was complete before the ball even got to the front of the batter's box. Zamora looking over at the dugout, smiling sheepishly. 0-2 on Green. Here it comes. Another changeup, just low. Zamora rubbing up the softball, ready for a 1-2, and that's high to Green, 2-2. This is one of those games when you have one very heavily favored team. And even though Ridgepoint won its Friday game after losing to Travis a week ago, I just wonder, is there a little bit of a hangover effect? Here's a 2-2, ground ball into center field, past a diving Lundstrom. And Reagan Green, after being down 0-2, fights back, and now she is 2 for 2. And I wonder if someone's going to come out of the dugout and run for her. She used to be a catcher. No one's going to run for her. She was a catcher in the past, so sorry about that. Now it's Braylon Daniels, who is the catcher and is hitting, and the first pitch is a strike at the belt. Sun slowly going down here in Sugar Land. Lights are not on yet. Here's the 0-1. Change up, and it's popped up, going back to second base, Perry Marfani, and it's the right fielder, Cook, calling. Ashley Cook makes the play, and there's one out. Reagan Green stays right where she is. And now Riley Shipp. I got to turn down the crowd mic a little bit. I had it way up for ZZ Top. First pitch swinging, and Shipp fouls it back, and it goes toward that big old arroyo behind the backstop. Shipp is 1 for 1 with a second inning single. Here's the 0-1, takes, and it's down and away. Riley really has an open stance. I mean, like Brian Downing of the Angels used to have back in the 80s and 90s. Her right foot is almost out of the box, and her heel is way up in the air. Swings at the 1-1, and it is lined foul down the left side past Trishelle Esquivel's outstretched glove. And if she had touched that ball and not been able to make the catch, it would have been a foul ball, I think. But it landed foul anyway, and that's kind of irrelevant. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, just past Zamora. I think she almost gloved it, but it went in center field for a base hit. Riley Shipp is 2 for 2, and Reagan Green cruises into second with one out. Now Bailey Gray trying to help herself. She's pitching for Ridge Point and trailing 2-1. She's 1 for 1, had a single in the second. Zamora brings it. Fly ball towards center. Look out, that is deep, and it is off the wall on one bounce. Picked up by Carter. 1 run scores. Green is across the plate. Shipp ends up at third, and it's a double for Bailey Gray. 3 straight hits for Ridge Point after, well, actually that's incorrect. Reagan Green reached, then Braylon Daniels hit a pop-up, and 2 straight hits after that. 2-2, we are tied, and Ridge Point still in business in this top of the 4th inning. Now Bailey Gray comes off. Kyla Correa runs for her. The sun shining through the veil of clouds a little brighter now, but it won't be up there where we can see it much longer. Blaine Simmons now. Runners second and third. First pitch from Zamora outside for a ball. O'Callahan has it roll out of her glove, but not very far. Wednesday night baseball. Once beaten Travis against unbeaten Ridge Point, the baseball game of the year thus far. Simmons fouls one back, and it's 1-1. On Friday night, the Austin Bulldogs host Travis in baseball right over at the ball field that I am looking at beyond the right field wall. And then on Saturday at high noon, it's Kempner at Foster. 1-1 on Blaine Simmons, who's 0 for 1 with a second inning pop-up. Pitch on the way, and she just gets a piece of it and fouls it back into the vinyl backstop. For the second straight week, we are bringing you 4 ball games. Zamora ready and brings it. Whoa, that's a changeup, and it gets over O'Callahan, but it bounces off the backstop, and no advancement by Shipp at third. 2-2, Ridge Point and Austin Top of the fourth, and the Panthers are threatening to go back out on top after they entered this half inning trailing 2-1. 2-2 count on Blaine Simmons. Deep crouch batting stance. Here's the pitch. And it is foul down the right side, just out of the reach of the first base player, Autumn Rogers. You know, way back when I was playing in the Co-Ed Media League in El Paso in the 90s, we had this ringer player named Autumn. She was supposed to be real good, but I'll bet Autumn Rogers is better already than she was as a college-age player. She stopped showing up. Very disappointing. Of course, we shouldn't have had a ringer. We didn't abide by the spirit of the law. The 2-2 pitch just misses down and away, and the count goes full on Blaine Simmons. She and her sister Malin are going to Mary Hardin Baylor. They're twins, yes. Here's the 3-2, and that's popped out of play on the left side. A couple of Lady Bulldogs over there warming up. You got to look out. Eyes up. You never know when a ball might come flying at you. Still 3-2, and Zamora wants that same ball. So they switch it out. You don't really have to ask for time in softball because nobody gets to lead off. Pitch, and that is to left field. Back is Driscoll, moving toward the line. It's past her. Ship scores from third. She had to hold up, but here comes Correa with another run, and she is in there safe. It's a 2-run single by Blaine Simmons, and she takes second on the throw. And Austin had so much enthusiasm when they took the 2-1 lead, but now they find themselves down by a score of 4-2. So now Zoe Zamora backing off behind the pitcher's circle. Trying to just reset here. Number 9 hitter, Callie Mays. She lined into a double play. And that pitch bounces in and past O'Callahan all the way to the backstop. And Blaine Simmons advances to third on what I guess I should call a wild pitch. So Callie Mays really blasted one, but Driscoll made the play, and then she threw to second base to double off Kyla Correa. And there you go. Austin needs to get out of this. They've given up 3 runs in the inning. Mays takes a strike on the outside corner. Zamora looks over at her coaches. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. I think Callie Mays has a commitment to go to college and play softball, but I am on the side of the ballpark with the Austin fans, so I can't turn around and ask somebody. Here's the 1-2, and it hit her on the left shoulder blade. Make it the right shoulder blade. Ouch. She goes down to first. That's the first hit by pitch in the game by either ball club. And now back to the top. You're playing with fire here. Jade Uresti and head coach Danny Teft wants to go out and talk to Zoe Zamora. We'll take a quick break and be back on VypeFortBend.com.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at Comcast.com/education.
Short conversation between head coach Danny Teft and Zoe Zamora. It is 4-2. Ridge Point has scored 3 times here in the top of the fourth to regain the lead, and they're on top 4-2. Jade Uresti ready. First pitch lined into center field for a base hit. Here comes another run. Blaine Simmons comes home. That's the 4th run of the inning. The score now 5-2. Callie Mays moves to second. Fifth hit of the inning for Ridgepoint. Now Malin Simmons ready. Here's a pitch on the outside corner. Now, when her sister Blaine was up, I think I said they're going to Mary Hardin Baylor. That's what I meant to say. If I said it wrong, then I'm correcting myself. Mary Hardin Baylor, and so they'll still be wearing purple, but they'll be in Belton. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner, foul, lands in front of the Bulldogs dugout on the left side. Esquivel and Driscoll making a run at it. Malin Simmons doesn't strike out very often, but see if Zamora can pull one out after giving up the single to Jade Uresti. Slightly close stance. Gets the bat off her shoulder. Here comes the 0-2. Changeup bounces in. O'Callahan blocks it. Callie Mays is at second. She was hit by a pitch and moved over when Jade Uresti had an RBI single. Here's the 1-2. Changeup just high. And it's 2-2. Zamora looks at the dugout, wipes off her pitching hand, now grinds the ball into her hip. Here's the 2-2, ground ball past the first base player, Autumn Rogers, and that'll bring home Callie Mays. A late throw, and now they throw down to second, back to home. No tag made, Uresti scores, and 2 runs come home on the play. Ridgepoint girls jubilant. So the Bulldogs tried to kind of bait Uresti into coming home. So they threw to second to try and get Malin Simmons stretching it there. And when they did, they didn't get the ball back home in time to tag out Uresti. Now Grace Yannick, the 9th Ridgepoint hitter to come to the bat in this top of the 4th. 6 runs already in. Pop-up, foul ground, right side, long run for Rogers. Can't get to it. Marfani also got close before the ball fell to earth. We're watching the hazy sun sink into the right field sky. 7-2, Ridgepoint has taken control of this game with 6 runs in the top of the 4th. Yannick puts down a bunt. Coming on to get it is Zamora. No play either way. She started to underhand it to O'Callahan, but by that time she realized that Simmons was coming home. Turned around and looked at first, and Yannick was already motoring down. So 3 straight RBI singles for Ridgepoint. Yannick, before that Simmons, Malin Simmons, before that Uresti. And they just keep it going, and now they have batted around as Reagan Green comes up again. Zamora winds and comes home with it. First pitch swinging, and it goes back and into those little white flowers behind the backstop. This is as good a place as any for little furry animals to be running around in the twilight when you get into springtime. 0-1 on Reagan Green. Change up is low for a ball, and Yannick steals second. Quick timeout. Yannick needed to pull up the heel of her spike or something. Now she's ready to go. Reagan Green 2 for 2, including a single to lead off this inning. Pitch on the way. That is popped straight up. O'Callahan calling for it. In foul ground, can't get it. Oh my goodness. It fell right between her and Esquivel. That is a shame. Big opportunity to get out number 2 for Austin. Callahan looking very frustrated. Looking over at the dugout to get the next pitch call. Here's the 1-2 to Green. Swung on and missed. There's finally out number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Zoe Zamora. 8-2, and she'll deal with Braylon Daniels. Lined out to center field and popped up to right field. There's a little bug on my scorebook. That's why I was blowing. Okay, here comes the pitch to Braylon Daniels and wrapped into center field for a base hit. Around third comes Grace Yannick. She scores. It is 9-2. Solid first pitch swinging single by Braylon Daniels. It would have been very impressive if Reagan Green had hit a single and scored herself. That's not what happened. I'm sorry, Yannick. My goodness.
Don't make it easy for them, 7.
So Yannick came home from second, not Reagan Green. Reagan Green struck out. Braylon Daniels drove home Yannick. She is at first base, and now it is Riley Shipp who's trying to make it a 3-for-3 night. She's got a pair of singles. First pitch swinging. That's going into left field. It'll hang up for Driscoll. She's got it. And finally, the inning ends, but Ridgepoint scores 8 times, and they lead it 9-2. We'll be back with more on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Austin was up 2-1 after 3 innings, but now going here to the bottom of the 4th, they're down 9-2. Kind of tough to get the air back in the balloon, but the Austin Lady Bulldogs will see if they can do it. Zoe Zamora, Ashley Cook, and honestly, I can't remember who's coming up 3rd in the inning because I didn't get the official lineup. But I can tell you that the count is 1-1 on Zoe Zamora. Bailey Gray brings it. That's a strike, mid-thigh, and Zamora, I think she felt like it had missed the strike zone. But as we so often find out on fields where all ages of players play, doesn't matter what the player thinks. Ground ball to the right side. Uresti moves 2 steps to her left, scoops it up, throws to Green in time.
For your Lady Bulldogs, number 2, Ashley Cook.
4-3 goes to play, and Ashley Cook enjoys the Fox Sports football theme with somebody else talking over it. Ashley Cook is 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout, and now we have a timeout. Ridgepoint, and they're going to go out, and it's Reagan Green and the catcher Braylon Daniels out there to talk with Bailey Gray. All right, so Ashley Cook in the box. And Amira Arfani waiting to bat next, I do believe. Can't see the jersey number, though. First pitch is high to Ashley Cook. Coach Danny Teff, moving out of the Austin dugout and over to the first base coaching box. Ashley Cook takes a strike, outer half of the plate, just above the knees. Swung on and missed. Now the count 1-2 as Gray brought the heat. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back. Ashley hanging in there like a rusty fish hook. Ashley swings and misses. 2 away.
Next up for your Lady Bulldogs, number 1, Jenna Strong.
All right, it is Jenna Strong. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bailey Gray really starting to find the rhythm. First pitch, swung on and missed. She's in the mode of don't think meat, just give them the gas. And that is grounded past Yannick into third base, kind of ran up her arm. I thought we were going to have more than one verse of that. So a runner on with 2 outs. And it's Amira Marfani. Or is it? Actually, it's Charlotte O'Callahan. All right, so I've just been having trouble with this order ever since I had to start the game without knowing what it was officially. Jenna Strong is at first base, having reached on an error. O'Callahan ready for the 1-0. It's downstairs. And I think that the catcher, Daniels, was going to make a snap throw at first, but the ball kind of slipped out of her hand. All right, so Arfani is in the on-deck circle. O'Callahan hitting in the 7th spot. And there's a slow grounder back to Bailey Gray. Easy toss over to Reagan Green. And so that will do it for Austin in their half of the 4th. No runs on no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on. Ridgepoint 9 and Austin 2 as we go to the 5th on VypeFortBend.com.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
All right, Ridge Point coming up again. We're in the top of the fifth. They lead at 9-2. A game that was close after 3 innings. Austin led it 2-1, but now they've got a hole to climb out of, trailing 9-2. And Bailey Gray looks at the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. She is singled and doubled, helping her own cause. The lights aren't on yet, but I think they need to be. Here's the pitch. That's a pop-up toward the right side. It's the second base player running over there, but it's in foul territory, and it gets past Amira Marfani. The lights do work here, don't they? Excuse me. Do the lights work here? Okay. It's time to turn them on. It's not going to rain, but we do have a cloudy sky. All right, so Bailey Gray's still in there. 1-1 is the count. Zoe Zamora brings it. And it bounces in a couple of times, and it hit Gray on the foot. So that's the second hit by pitch of the game, and she goes down to first base. And we'll get a courtesy runner for her. It's Kyla Correa. Kyla spells her last name just like some guy that used to play in Houston. And Kyla likes to pull those sleeves up on both arms. Sun's out, guns out. Blaine Simmons takes the first pitch high for a ball. I say sun's out, guns out, but it's really not out. Clouds are kind of thick. Blaine Simmons ready. Swing and a foul straight back. By the way, as I've mentioned who's going to which college as Ridge Point players come up to bat, I don't know why I haven't mentioned where Grace Yannick is going. I'll do that when she comes up again. Here's the pitch. Soft liner. It is the shortstop Lundstrom back behind second base. Makes the catch with both feet on the outfield grass. Gets the ball quickly back in. And Correa retreats to first. 1 out. Now Callie Mays hit into a double play in the second, hit by a pitch and came around to score in that big 4th inning. Lefty swinger, looks at the first pitch, strike on the outside corner. A look of incredulity on Callie's face. She didn't think it was in the strike zone, but no worries. That's why they give you 3. Zamora checks out her wrist. Ready to bring the 0-1. And that is a running ground ball to deep short and no play for Lundstrom. Esquivel actually got a glove on it, but it kind of bounced off of her, and Lundstrom backed her up, but it's a base hit, an infield single. That pushes Correa over to second, and now to the top of the order, Jade Uresti. The lights are coming on. Here's the pitch. First pitch swinging deep to the left center field gap, and it gets down between Carter and Driscoll. Carter picks it up and throws it in, and Correa had to hang there at second before she took off. She wasn't sure if it was going to be caught or not, and so nobody scores, but the bases are loaded. Uresti probably feels a little cheated there. You know, that was kind of a gapper. You expect to get a double out of that. Malin Simmons, bases loaded, 1 out. Ridgepoint already leading 9-2. First pitch swinging, and that will be caught by the center fielder, Alyssa Carter. Great job. She read it beautifully. That sinking liner into Alyssa Carter's glove where singles go to die. 2 away now, and it is up to Grace Yannick, who is going to be going to McNeese State University. First pitch to her, change up, just upstairs. Grace flied out to center, popped up to second base, but got an RBI singler last time up. Part of that 8-run fourth. Here's the 1-0. Swings and into right field for a base hit. That'll bring Correa home. Here's the throw home, and Callie Mays also scores. It's a 2-run single, 3 RBIs in the game for Yannick, and that ups the ante. It's now 11-2. So the hit parade starting to get longer and longer for Ridgepoint. Uresti is at third, and Yannick took second on the throw. Now Reagan Green. Here's the pitch, way upstairs. Reagan is 2 for 3. Zoe Zamora has pitched the entire game. 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Zamora goes to the back of the pitcher's circle, now brings it. Here's the 2-0. Green leaves that one alone, and it's 3-0. Zoe Zamora pitches just about all the innings for Austin. Here's the 3-0, and they gave Reagan Green the green light, but she fouled it back into the backstop.
Go, 7.
You know, players like it when their head coach gives them the green light on 3-0. Green is ready for the 3-1 now. Here it comes. And there it goes, but it is fouled and almost took out Lindsey Gage, the head coach of Ridgepoint. That's a little dramatic. I shouldn't say that. It didn't almost take her out. She did have to make a slight move to her right to avoid the ball. But had it struck her, it would have hurt. 3-2 with 2 outs, runners second and third. 11-2 Ridgepoint. They've scored twice in the inning. Green ready, pitch on the way. And that is ball 4 high. And I believe that is the first walk of the game for Zamora. Sure enough, it is. Now Braylon Daniels, hard-working catcher for Ridgepoint. With ducks on the pond, here's the first pitch to her, and it's outside for a ball.
Let's go, Zoe. You can do this. Come on, Zoe.
Daniels near the front of the right-handed box. Here's the 1-0. Swung, and it's a line drive over the Ridgepoint dugout on the first base side. Rattles off of a little hitting net over there. 1-1 the count under darkening skies. Here comes the pitch. And that is lashed into the right center field gap, and it will hit the wall hard. Uresti scores, Yannick scores. Here comes Reagan Green around third. Heading into third is Braylon Daniels, and she has a 3 RBI triple. And we've got an injury. Unfortunately, Trishelle Esquivel taking the throw, and the ball arrived at about the time that Braylon Daniels arrived, and she's hurting. She's down on her knees near the third base line. And Dan Cook, licensed athletic trainer who has treated hundreds and hundreds of Fort Bend ISD athletes, is out there to make sure that Trishelle is okay. I'm not really sure where the ball got her. She's kind of holding her throat, and that is really, really tough to deal with. We'll take a break here and be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Well, Austin is going to need to make a change. Trishelle Esquivel is not going to be able to continue. And as she walked off, she's still in pain, but I can't really tell. Maybe the ball caught her in the ear or something. Maybe as Braylon Daniels was heading into third, I'm not sure that she was able to track the ball, and it was just right there in her grill, just very, very abruptly. So meanwhile, you're going to have a Ridge Point pinch runner for Daniels. That is Hannah Purvis. And let's see. We've got Sophia Lundstrom move over from shortstop, and she is now playing third base for Austin. Zamora still pitching, and I'll try to get an ID on the shortstop. That's Alyssa Carter. And the first pitch is a ball outside as Riley Shipp stands in. Second time that Ridge Point has batted all the way around. Here's the 0-1, and it's a hopper right back through the middle over Zamora and into right field, and home comes Hannah Purvis with the run that makes it 15-2. Well, kind of reminds me of Russell Crowe in Gladiator, because the Lady Panthers have unleashed hell here in the last 2 innings. So Riley Shipp, RBI single. She is 3 for 4 on the night. She's at first base. Now Bailey Gray stands in. First pitch to her is a fly ball at center field, rushing in, and a catch made. And that is a different player. That is Olivia Driscoll playing in center field. They made a whole bunch of changes, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to keep up with all of them. Ridge Point scores 6 times. They lead at 15-2, and it'll be Austin coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th, trying to score a few runs and keep this thing going. This is VypeFortBend.com.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We're not under a neon moon, but we are under a hazy sun, and Allie Rizak comes on in relief of the Ridge Point starter Bailey Gray, and she will try to finish this thing off. We're in the bottom of the 5th. By the way, Callie Mays is going to the University of Houston Victoria, and I should have mentioned that. My bad. Now Amira Marfani of Austin. She is a high school freshman. I'll bet she's getting an offer from some kind of university somewhere in about 3 years. She's a good ball player. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and lashes one straight into center field for a base hit, where the University of Houston Victoria commit Callie Mays gets it back in. Thank you, Tom and Michelle Yannick, for reminding me about that. All right, so what started very promising for Austin has devolved into a 15-2 game. And there's a bunt laid down by Sophia Lundstrom, and the throw is late. Everybody's safe. Infield single for Lundstrom that pushes Marfani over to second. So what Austin needs to do here is score at least 4 runs to push this game into the 6th inning. Now Olivia Driscoll with nobody out and runners first and second. First pitch from Rizak is a strike at the knees. Driscoll steps back in. Rizak delivers. That's upstairs, and it's 1-1. So we'll see who comes up when Trishelle Esquivel is due. I believe it's Angelina Lamb taking her practice swings in the on-deck circle. 1-1, right back to Rizak. Looks at third, but has to go to first. That gets the out. Driscoll is out. Score at 1-3. And that moves Lundstrom over to second and Marfani over to third. Now it'll be Angelina Lamb swinging in place of the injured Trishelle Esquivel. And I hope Trishelle is going to be okay. But I guess Dan could tell me. All right, we've got brief timeout as Coach Teft made sure that the home plate umpire was aware that it's Lamb batting for Esquivel.
Bulldogs. Come on, Lena.
Angelina Lamb is a senior. First pitch to her, swung on and missed. Allie Rizak on to try and finish this game off. It is 15-2. Dogs have runners second and third with 1 out. Lamb swings and misses, and a snap throw down to third, but back in there safely is Jenna Strong, or Marfani rather. Rizak wears the goggles under the protective mask. Here's the 0-2 to Lambs. Swung on and missed. Down she goes. That's the second out. And now Austin is down to its final out. Alyssa Carter steps up. Carter taking her time, digging around in the dirt, digging in. Now she's ready. First pitch upstairs for ball one. No lack of enthusiasm in the third base dugout. Here comes the 1-0, way outside, and a nice job by Braylon Daniels to keep it from going all the way through. She had to make a very quick slide over to her right. Carter ready. Rizak rocks and brings it home. That's a strike at the belt. And it's 2-1. If Carter can get on, Zoe Zamora would bat next. Here's the 2-1. That is just inside, and it's 3-1. Well, it's been a frustrating last couple of innings, so if Zamora, who's on deck, could get up there with the bases loaded, she'd at least have a chance to release some frustration. Ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. Coming on home is Marfani, and they'll hold Lundstrom at third base. So we're still playing ball. Well, Zoe Zamora is going to get to bat, but not with the bases loaded. Okay, so she represents the, let's call it the game prolonging run with 2 outs. Right-hander Ali Rizak starts her with a wild pitch. And now they try to score, and safe at home. I don't know if it was such a good idea for Lundstrom to come home on the wild pitch, but she did, and it worked out. You know, sometimes it's not a good idea to try to cross the highway, but if you make it, does that mean it was a good idea? I don't know, but it is 15-4. All right, so now the game prolonging run still represented by Zoe Zamora in the batter's box with a 1-0 count, and Ashley Cook waiting to bat next. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and it's 2-0. Ali Rizak walks to the back of the circle, wipes the hand on the pants. Now she's ready. 2-0 pitch. And it is 3-0 as the pitch is down below the knees.
Your pitch, kid, your pitch. Let's go,
Zoe Zamora trying to make sure these fans get to see more softball. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. She was taken all the way. So if Zamora gets on and Ashley Cook can somehow get her home, then we'll keep playing. There's ball 4. First walk by Rizak. All right, Ashley Cook. Her first look at Rizak. Right-hander versus right-hander, and Rizak brings it. Bounces in. Braylon Daniels keeps it in front, and Zamora thought about going to second, but, you know, there's no need taking the risk. It would get her into scoring position, though. It's kind of a risk-reward thing. Ashley Cook ready, swings and gets a piece of the 1-0 pitch. It's 1-1 as it goes back to the screen. The Dogs still barking out of the third base dugout. Jenna Strong waits to bat next. Ashley Cook ready for the 1-1. Rizak brings it. Bounces in again. Braylon Daniels, nice scoop. She's the catcher. Gets it back to Rizak, and still runners at the corners. Cook ready for the 2-1. Here's Rizak's delivery, and that is into center field. Drops in for a hit. That scores a run to make it 15-5. Zamora moves to second on the single by Ashley Cook. Way to go, Ashley. So Alyssa Carter comes home. RBI single for Cook. And now you got Jenna Strong up there. Zoe Zamora is in scoring position at second. If she can come home, we'll play another inning.
Come on, Jenna.
Jenna is smiling. She looks like she's very confident. All right, right-handed hitter. Rizak brings her the first pitch upstairs around her eyes for a ball.
Come on, Warren, let's go. Come on, kid.
Now Rizak, I think she's asking for a new softball. All right, she's got it. 1-0, the count on Jenna Strong. Rizak rocks and fires, bounces in. Runners stay where they are, but the count is 2-0 now on Strong. Struck out and reached on an error when she was batting against Bailey Gray. Her first look at Allie Rizak. And now Lindsey Gage asks for time. The head coach of Ridgepoint goes out to the pitcher's circle. Good time to remind you, we've got a big game tomorrow, Ridgepoint and Travis for leadership of 26A baseball. Game starts at 7, our batter-up show at 6:40. On Friday night, Austin Bulldogs baseball at home against Travis. Will Travis still have just one district loss, or will they have two when they come to peaceful, bucolic Pheasant Creek for Friday night baseball? And then on Saturday at noon, Kempner and Foster. Mound conversation over, 2-0 the count. Jenna Strong ready and takes a strike, 2-1. Jenna steps out, visualizes a good swing, ready for the 2-1. Good hack, but fouled it back into the screen, and now the Dogs are down to their final strike again. Strong steps toward the third base box, and Coach Danny Teft has a couple of words for her. Now she's back in there. And meanwhile, Allie Rizak is going to tie the lace on her right spike. Oh, the tension. On the shoelace, I mean. Here's the 2-2. Downstairs for a ball, and they've got a runner hung up between second and third. Ashley Cook, safe! She got back to first base. She got around the tag of Reagan Green. Danny Teft was about to freak out. She didn't need Ashley Cook to be moving on that pitch, and she almost got herself picked off. But she could probably be living right, put it that way. And now it's 3-2, runners moving, and it's downstairs for ball 4. How about that? The bases are loaded. Strong to first, Cook to second, Zamora to third, and now it is O'Callahan again. Charlotte takes the first pitch high for a ball. All she's got to do is get a run home, and we'll play another inning. A lot of fight shown by these Austin Lady Bulldogs. The 1-0 swung on and missed. The count is even. O'Callahan is 0 for 2. Here's the 1-1, and that is fouled on the right side. Charlotte chomping on that gum as she walks around a little bit. They get the ball back to Allie Rizak. All right, again, the Lady Dogs down to their final strike. The 1-2 on the way, and it is grounded back to Rizak. Easy toss to Reagan Green at first, And that will do it. And I think we're done here because it's 15-5, but are we? I don't think we're done. We are not done. It's 15-5 after 5, but we shall play on, I think. No, we won't. I see the Austin Bulldog girls are throwing their gloves off to the side. And are we going to have a handshake line? I don't know. We got girls kneeling in the outfield talking to coaches, so I think we're done. All right, I have a lot of totals to add up, so this may be a long commercial break, but come on back and we'll give you the totals. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
So Ridge Point gets the victory tonight to hang on to sole possession of second place in District 26A behind the Travis Tigers. And this game kind of had the feel of a game that was, maybe it was a football game in the middle of the second quarter, and the Austin Bulldogs were threatening to upset the Ridge Point Panthers and had a lead of 14-7. But then before halftime, Ridge Point started to take control of the game, and they put it away. Here are your totals for the Ridge Point Panthers. 15 runs on 17 hits, 2 errors, and they left 4 runners on base. The Austin Lady Bulldogs, 5 runs on 7 hits. They made no errors and left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Bailey Gray, and the losing pitcher, Zoe Zamora. And we certainly hope that everything is going to be okay with Trishelle Esquivel, the third base player for the Austin Bulldogs, who had to leave the game. Not sure if a ball struck her in the face or maybe in the throat, but I know she's a tough player, so if she came out of the game, it was with good reason. But hopefully she will be okay, and while the Dogs didn't get the win tonight, they are showing some promise. So we want to invite you to be with us tomorrow night at 6:40 for the Batter Up Show before the Ridgepoint Panther boys take on Travis for sole possession of first place. Right now, Ridgepoint is undefeated in district games. Travis has just one loss. They lost on Friday against Elkins in a game that we broadcasted for you. So it's still basically a game for first place. And we're going to have more baseball after that. The Austin Bulldogs on their baseball field hosting Travis on Friday night, 7 o'clock first pitch. And then at high noon on Saturday, it is Kempner against Foster. By the way, I meant to mention that the time of our game was 1 hour and 52 minutes. This is Roger Smith. I want to thank you for listening. I also thank our wonderful producer, Rosie Bega, inside the mothership, Vype World headquarters. For the rest of our team, Merle Bertrand, Suna Venkat, Bob McKay, Patrick Kinnick, I'm going to say so long from peaceful bucolic Pheasant Creek, where again our final score was 15-5, Ridgepoint over Austin. Good night, everybody, and God bless, and we will talk to you tomorrow night at 6:40 for Ridgepoint Travis Baseball. Good night.